Yeah, what's up, guys? Yeah, welcome back to this wonderful episode with Crypto Delver. So, in today's video, we are going to be talking about market capitalization, the FDV, and volume. So, we're going to be talking about how these things help you in understanding crypto markets very much. Okay, and I'm going to be giving you everything you need to understand for you to make the right decision whenever you're using it for your trade. So, let's quickly go back to our chart. So, as you can see here now, this is what chart is this? This is Kaito chart. So I'm going to just quickly zoom in. So when you zoom in, you're going to see this is what it looks like right now. The market is actually bloody. All right. Now there's something I want to let you understand. You have to understand that the concept of market capitalization should always guide your decision whenever you want to buy or sell a cryptocurrency. Okay. First of all, you need to understand that whenever you say high market capitalization, you have to be careful so that you don't buy when sellers are about to get out of the market. Okay. And now whenever you see a low market capitalization too, it signifies something that has a long-term potential in terms of price gain. So I'm going to show you how to navigate and monitor this market capitalization, volume, and everything. And also I'm going to also show you how to calculate it. Okay, because you don't just buy a coin based on the how many zeros that are in the coin. Instead, you buy a coin based on the statistics, that is the market capitalization that you have. Now, first of all, when you have a chart like this, always come back to info. When you come to info, you're going to see a lot of information about the coin. So under this info, we have this one that says rank. Okay, so this is the rank of the coin in the overall crypto market. So there are thousands of them. So currently this one is ranking number 97. Then the market capitalization of this is $258.53 million. Okay, then the fully diluted market cap, that is the FDV, is 601 million. Then the market dominance, how many percentage dominance, that is this. Then the volume, this is the 24 hours volume. And then volume versus market cap, 10%. You understand? Then circulating supply, 430 million, and so on and so forth. Maximum supply, and then total supply. So our basic concentration here is to talk about what market capitalization is. So there's the formula you can actually use to calculate what market capitalization is. But before we go to that formula, market capitalization tells you the amount of money that has entered into a cryptocurrency. Okay, so as you can see here now, the market capitalization is showing you that, okay, this is the amount of money that has entered this cryptocurrency. Then FDV also shows you the amount of the money or liquid that has actually entered into the coin. So as you can see from the pop-up here, it says the total market capitalization is if all tokens are in circulation. Okay, so that is what FDV is. So for you to understand market capitalization and for you to understand FDV very well, let's look at what we call circulating supply and the maximum supply. So circulating supply, every coin has a quantity that is in circulation. Okay, yeah, we are going to look at different coins actually. Now the maximum supply is the highest number of supply that can ever be in circulation. So now market capitalization is related to circulating supply, and I'm going to show you a formula now. Just ride with me while we check out this formula here. So when you look at this formula that I have here, I've got this formula. You can see that for you to calculate the market capitalization is equal to the crypto price. So the current price of the crypto multiplied by its circulating supply. Okay, so we're going to do some math here. So let's assume that the current price is, so let's call it MC, market cap. So let's call this thing MC. Okay, MC. So let's assume that the current market capitalization, the MC, is equal to what? For crypto price, that is $1. For price of $1. So let me just put it this way so that it will be understandable. So for price of $1 and another one for circulating supply, let me call this circulating supply CS. Okay, so CS for circulating supply of, let's say, 500 million. All right, So you discover that the market capitalization is actually going to be when you just do the simple mathematics, you're going to see that the market capitalization is going to be MC will be equal to what? That will be 500 million. Sorry, the price first. $1 multiplied by 500 million, and this is going to give you $500 million. Okay, $500,000. This is not million actually. This is, let's say this is million. Okay, so this is what it's going to give you. So $500 million. So you see that now. So it's going to be, so the market capitalization of this coin is going to be this. All right, because it is comparing the price with the circulating supply. Now let's also consider FDV. So let's say the total supply of this same coin. The total supply of this same coin is 1 billion. Okay, now you're going to also calculate that. So let's come and check for FDV. So let's say total supply, let's say the total supply is equal to, let's say the total supply is 1 billion. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then the price is equals to $1 per one. Okay, therefore the FDV, now when you use this normal mathematics I told you just now to calculate the FDV of this coin, you're going to discover that the FDV of this coin is going to be, of this same coin is going to be 1 billion. Okay, that is $1 multiplied by 1 billion. All right, so it's going to be $1 multiplied by 1 billion. So here now you're going to see that the FDV is going to be something very much higher than the market capitalization. Okay, so and I'm going to show you how to use this in your crypto decision. So now you can see how this formula works. Just memorize this formula because we're going to be using it to do some technical analysis. All right, now let's go back to our chart. So here now that we have this market capitalization to be 200 and something. Okay, and then we have circulating supply to be this. So if you do the mathematics, you can easily get the price of this cryptocurrency from the market supply. So you can just look at it now. Okay, since the market supply is equal to the circulating multiplied by the price, therefore the price is now market cap divided by the circulating supply. So this is very important whenever you are buying crypto. Now, what are you going to be using this information for? Now, whenever there's a big difference between the market capitalization and the FDV, all right, it tells you that there are so many coins that are locked up, that are not yet in circulation. So buying those coins can cause what they call it can cause dilution. So unlocking the coin in the future can cause dilution, because once it's diluted, you're going to see that the coin that you bought can actually lose value unnecessarily, like what is happening to Kaito right now. So as you can see here now, Kaito FDV is 600 and the market capitalization is currently 558 million. Okay, now around 2 weeks ago there was a kind of an unlock that happened. So a very massive amount of Kaito was unlocked, and you can see what happened on the chart. From that point, Kaito actually dumped very massively, and it affected the crypto chart. It affected the price. All right, so you should also make sure that you pay attention to market capitalization whenever you want to buy crypto. So you can see what happened here. This coin actually dumped from this point. It dumped all the way from this point to this point because there was an unlocking. So people that bought at this point, when the tokens were unlocked, it's a kind of saturated the token, and that was dump. So now the question is, how do you actually get this? Now the best crypto to buy is that crypto that has almost equal market cap and almost equal market cap and equal FDV. Now when you look at a coin like TUT, this is yet another coin. You can see that the market cap is 57.6 million and the FDV is 69. You discover that the difference between these two coins are not actually much. All right, and then when you look at the market cap too, the market cap is also very low and the FDV is also very high. But I'm not going to talk about I'm not talking about the market cap that you have to consider the value. I'm talking about the difference now. We are going to talk about the value first later. So you see there's not much difference. Now when you also check another crypto, there's this crypto called DEXE. So there's this crypto that pumped so much recently, DEXE. So now when you look at DEXE, you're also going to see that the same information apply. So you can see the market capitalization is exactly the same thing as the FDV. So you can see why the coin actually pumped. Alright, and this coin has moved from around 0.02 to 49, just very massively. Okay, so that brings me to the last thing I want to show in this video, which is considering the right market cap. Okay, now whenever you're trading, just make sure that the market cap of the coin you're trading is no more than, let me just say, it's not really that much. But I always prefer to trade market caps that are less than 500 million. Okay, because whenever the higher the market cap, you discover that the less the coin can still move, because I have noticed that it's very hard for you to find out cryptocurrency that actually does 1 billion market cap. Just very few of them actually get to 1 billion market cap. So now whenever you see a coin that has actually pumped so much in the past and you're going to buy it, whenever you see a coin that has actually pumped so much in the past, you discover that the FDV is going to be very high. Okay, the market cap is going to be very high. So always make sure you look out for coins with low market cap. For example, now when you look at this coin that is DEXE is currently at 184. Okay, and then when you also look at this one that's called TUT market cap is currently around 63.3. Yes, so you can see that it has a lower market cap. So for TUT to actually get the same market cap as Kaito, it's going to pump even higher. So these are the things you need to consider so that you don't just go and buy. Now another thing you need to also consider is what they call the concept of volume. All right, volume tells you what people are doing, what buying and selling is looking like back end, what you are not seeing. So it tells you, okay, this is actually basically the 24 hours volume. A lot of people are actually into this coin, and so it's going to help you to, when you are buying and selling. A coin with less volume also always signify less usage. And though sometimes it can be good to buy coins when they don't have much volume yet, but though sometimes it can also be manipulative. All right, so these are the things I want you to actually understand. So market capitalization, FDV, and volume, these are very important things you can always consider. So, and whenever you're buying coin, also look at this one that says historic highs and historic low. So this is the highest point the coin has gone. So this coin has gone this low, 0.000 to this point, and it has come as high as, so it has done 1000x. So if you bought this coin at this 0.000025, you're going to discover that it's going to give you almost 1000 times of the capital you used. Now there's something I want to consider before we go. Now let's assume we have a coin that is like all those coins that has so much zeros, so that you see why you shouldn't look at this price whenever you are buying crypto. So let's say we have something like bonk as an example. Now I know many of you are looking at it and say, okay, bonk has so much zero, let me go and buy bonk so that by the time it gets to $1 I will have a lot of money. See, do not buy coin with price. Personally, when you look at bonk, even though bonk has 0.00000, see, bonk can never get to $1. Just know that it can never. You know why I say it can never? Because when you look at bonk, when you look at the information about bonk, you discover that the market capitalization of bonk, yeah, though it satisfies the criteria of the difference between market cap and FDV not being much. It's in fact, as a matter of fact, in bonk case is the same, almost the same. Now there's something you need to note. Yeah, bonk is actually looking good at this point. Yeah, 197 million is not actually much market cap, but now when you look at it, let's assume this bonk multiplies by 10. This particular market cap multiplies that by 10. That will be 1.9. That will be 1.9 billion market cap. You understand? And that will give us 0.0. So instead of 5 zeros, it's going to be 4 zeros. Now for it to lose another 1 zero in addition, that will make it 119 point something billion, which is very hard to happen. Now to even talk of it getting to $1, it's impossible to get to $1, because for it to even get to $1, it means that market cap of bonk will be moving over 1 trillion, which is not possible because Bitcoin is still the king of crypto. So even the market capitalization of Bitcoin itself, you have to understand that Bitcoin is always like the threshold of all the cryptocurrencies. Yeah, for now Bitcoin is the threshold, is the highest. So any coin that you are calculating the price, and the price is going beyond the price of Bitcoin, the market cap is going back beyond the market cap of Bitcoin, just stop dreaming, because that is actually a dream. So Bitcoin is currently sitting at 1.2 trillion market capitalization, and you see, so whenever you have a coin that has up to 1 billion, is enough. It has done over, in fact it has overdone. You should just consider coins with low caps. All right, so this is actually one of the things you need to consider whenever you are buying and selling cryptocurrency. It's going to be helpful. Okay, so don't forget, if you learned anything from this video, don't forget to give it a like, and also subscribe. Then let me know in the comment section if you have any question. All right, so thank you very much for watching, and do have a nice day.